Brexit latest, MPs to vote on giving UK public second referendum.
Here's a summary of the article.
MPs will vote today on whether to give the public a fresh referendum on Brexit after John Bercow selected an amendment that could lead to a final say vote. It will be the first time the Commons has held a formal vote on the issue of another referendum. The amendment, tabled by the independent group's Sarah Wollaston, will be voted on tonight during a debate on whether to seek a delay to Brexit. It orders Theresa May to seek to delay Brexit for the purposes of legislating for and conducting a public vote in which the people of the United Kingdom may give their consent for either leaving the EU on the terms of a deal agreed by Parliament or remaining in the bloc. The vote on the proposal for a fresh public vote will take place when MPs vote on a government motion proposing a delay to Brexit. It proposes a series of indicative votes to determine what kind of Brexit MPs might support. That's why, in an era of political lies and Brexit bias, more readers are turning to an independent source.
This post received a score of 22,448, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What happens if the result is the same as last time?
The greatest collective facepalm in world history.
The facepalm heard round the world.
The facepalm where the sun never sets.
The UK and USA unite into the united facepalm of Oceania and immediately declare war on Eurasia.
The deadline is the 29th of March, right? If they really go careening off the cliffs, Theresa May will be making a Bad Friday agreement.
They're voting on an extension to the deadline today. As long as all 27 members of the EU unanimously agree to an extension, they get an extension and kick this exact same bucket down the road.
They have to give the EU a valid reason to extend, otherwise it won't be granted.
As an American, I think it's pretty damn bold of the UK to be relying on all 27 members not to fuck their shit up. Question: what's the difference between the no-deal Brexit they voted on yesterday and not receiving an extension and going into the March 29th deadline? Would it be the same result as the no-deal Brexit?
Scotland, oh now you think second referendums are a thing?
Here's the stupid thing, since the vote in 2016 Scotland has had its golden ticket for Indive too, because either way this maelstrom of politics lands Scotland was lied to. I write this as an Englishman living and working in Scotland. Honestly, the only thing holding back the SNP are themselves.
Ye as a Scot who voted against independence because of the uncertainty of leaving the UK and having to rejoin the EU, I feel I was lied to when the No campaign said it's the only way to stay in the EU, only for the rest of the UK to vote to leave said EU 2 years later. That's a material change and calls for second Indive. I'll vote yes next time. I'll take Scotland going on its own and joining the EU over the UK going on its own away from the EU. But now Parliament can't afford to lose Scotland, so we won't get a chance. It's not gonna get through, not yet at least. Labour will not vote for it. Edit, and it failed as expected, 85 for and 334 against. Ultimately it will come down to this: May and government will push for a deal as the only alternative to no deal, and opposition will push for second referendum as only alternative to no deal. Interestingly enough, if the Labour votes for second referendum next time, then both May's deal and second referendum will have about 50-50 support in the House.
The organisers of People's Vote are pushing for the Kyle Wilson amendment instead. They don't think the timing is quite right. The Kyle Wilson amendment is a bill to approve May's deal on the condition of a People's Vote. The People's Vote would be to either enact May's deal or to abandon Brexit altogether. It has a much better chance of passing if you ask me.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.